Force is with Modesto tonight for a star-studded movie premiere.
Next on KCRA 3 reports at 6, hear from Star Wars fans and one of their heroes making a special guest appearance.
Anticipated movie of the year is about to invade theaters, but tonight the city of Modesto is one of the chosen handful to get a sneak preview of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Of course, Modesto joins the ranks of Los Angeles and New York City because it is the hometown of Star Wars creator George Lucas.
But as KCRA 3's Grace Lee reports, there's also a special appearance from the original Luke Skywalker.
Every single Jedi is now an enemy of the Republic.
Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is the end of a 6-film extravaganza that's been almost 30 years in the making. It's not in theaters until May 19th. But tonight, Modesto joins just 10 other cities in the nation for a premiere of the much-anticipated film by director George Lucas, who calls Modesto his hometown. Just about 1,300 Galactic fans will get to see a preview screening, but most won't be able to get in to the sold-out event.
So, is this exciting to be out here today?
Yeah, very exciting.
Why is that?
Because Mark Hamill, I heard, is going to be here.
Several Hollywood stars will attend the event, including Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy. Hamill remembers the filming fondly.
It was a tremendous amount of fun. We just laughed all day long. I mean, even though when they were filming, we're dead serious, how can you not laugh? On one hand, you have Sir Alec Guinness, one of the greatest actors of all time, knighted by the Queen. And on the other side, you have a big 8-foot shaggy dog with headphones flying your spaceship. Get serious. I mean, it was a blast.
Grace Lee will have a reaction from tonight's premiere coming up when KCRA 3 reports at 11.
And for much more on Star Wars, go to the entertainment section of the KCRAchannel.com. You can see special slideshows and test your knowledge in quizzes, contests, and surveys.
Away from the opening of the last Star Wars, tonight the exclusive pre-screenings came to the town that gave the world a galaxy far, far away, George Lucas's hometown of Modesto. While Lucas himself was not on hand, Luke Skywalker was. Grace Lee is live in Modesto, where the Force was with them tonight. Grace?
That's right, John. We're always battling the forces of evil out here. I can tell you it was a colossal experience. Let me show you the scene back here. This is the promenade in Modesto where the stars strolled down, all of them saying that they were excited to catch an early peek at the end of a saga. Screaming fans couldn't get enough of Mark Hamill tonight outside the BRENDEN theaters. Hamill played Luke Skywalker in the original Star Wars trilogy and was welcomed back a hero. Hollywood stars like Carol Channing strutted down the red carpet. It was all to raise money for the Gallows Center for the Arts, scheduled to open next year. Here's what Hamill had to say about Revenge of the Sith, which he saw last night. Ask you, do you still have your Jedi moves?
You know, just watching the Jedi news makes me tired now. I watched that lightsaber duel last night, and I was exhausted. I was just watching.
Just to see these guys up here, like something goes through your body. I was scared out of my mind with the stormtroopers.
Back here live, you can see it was an exciting night while the fans who caught the screening have not come out yet. We did talk to Mark Hamill, and if you can believe Luke Skywalker, he says that this movie was totally awesome. I'm Grace Lee, live in Modesto. John, Sarah, back to you.
All right, Grace, thank you very much. Of course, George Lucas crafted a legendary Modesto connection in 1973 with American Graffiti. It is based on his experiences as a teenager at Downey High School, which is called Dewey High School in the film. Described as an accidental classic, it ranks number 77 on the American Film Institute's list of all-time greatest American movies. Among the cast members cruising the streets, the man who in 4 years would become Han Solo. Harrison Ford was opposed to the 60s haircut, so he convinced Lucas to let him wear the cowboy hat instead.
To the Star Wars saga, and tonight 1,300 fans got to see a sneak preview in directing legend George Lucas' hometown of Modesto. KCRA 3's Grace Lee was there for the star-studded event. Grace?
That's right, Lois. It is quite the scene down here in Modesto. It was an event of colossal proportions, fitting for the last movie in the Star Wars series. Take a look behind me. I'll show you the promenade where the stars have walked. They are actually getting ready to walk for the second time tonight. We spoke with them earlier. All of them say they are excited to be some of the first in the nation to catch a glimpse of this new movie.
Long, long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a little film called Star Wars: A New Hope opened in 1977, featuring a man who would become a colossal hero, someone named Luke Skywalker.
And look who we have here. We have
28 years later, Mark Hamill, who played Skywalker, is still causing a frenzy.
I feel almost self-conscious because, you know, these little kids look at you like you're a cross between Santa Claus and Superman.
At the BRENDEN theaters in Modesto, the hometown of George Lucas, 1,300 fans strolled past stormtroopers for their first glimpse at the last of a film legend, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, and it was a star-studded event.
Well, it's exciting. Now that's the biggest thing that's happened to Modesto since the opening of American Graffiti, I guess.
For a huge movie like this, so many people turned out. I'm a little intimidated by the stormtroopers over here, so I'm gonna watch myself.
While the crowd strained to touch a star outside the theater, the lucky fans who actually saw the film say it was visually stunning.
Oh, it was great. The special effects were just tremendous, and there's nothing like the episode 3. It was the best of all of them.
So was it everything you expected it to be?
Yeah, a little bit more than what I expected it to be. It was kind of a really good ending.
Tonight wasn't just about the stars, it was also about charity. All the ticket proceeds from tonight's event will go to the Gallows Center for the Arts. That facility will open next year. They were the ones who hosted this event and brought all those stars into Modesto. I'm Grace Lee, live in Modesto. Lois, back to you.
Sounds like a party. All right,
yeah.
Thanks, Grace.
What's the matter, Grace? You couldn't cop a ticket, see some of the movie?
I tried to get in, but I had to work.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Well, maybe you can see it
maybe
later
next
on,
year.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. For more information on Star Wars and all this stuff, go to the entertainment section of the KCRA.com. There you'll see a special slideshow, and you can test your knowledge in quizzes,
Who played Skywalker is still causing a frenzy.
I feel almost self-conscious because, you know, these little kids look at you like you're a cross between Santa Claus and Superman.
At the BRENDEN theaters in Modesto, the hometown of George Lucas, 1,300 fans strolled past stormtroopers for their first glimpse at the last of a film legend, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, and it was a star-studded event.
Well, it's exciting. Now that's the biggest thing that's happened to Modesto since the opening of American Graffiti, I guess.
For a huge movie like this, so many people turned out. I'm a little intimidated by the stormtroopers over here, so I'm gonna watch myself.
While the crowd strained to touch a star outside the theater, the lucky fans who actually saw the film say it was visually stunning.
Oh, it was great. The special effects were just tremendous, and there's nothing like the episode 3. It was the best of all of them.
So was it everything you expected it to be?
Yeah, a little bit more than what I expected it to be. It was kind of a really good ending.
Grace Lee, KCRA 3 reports.
I know Grace had a lot of fun out there covering that. It's always fun to cover a movie premiere, but this one's really sort of close to home because George Lucas from Modesto.
That's right. What an amazing run the Star Wars movies have had. I remember back in the 70s watching that as a kid. And I think I'm going to wait a couple weeks, though, for this one because it's probably going to be pretty busy out there the first.
It will.
May not get a ticket.
It will be pretty busy. I actually have a friend who works for ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, which does the special effects. That's right. I actually visited Skywalker Ranch last week, and the buzz is that this is a really great movie.
That's what I hear, too.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Well, thanks for being with us. Hope that you have a great Saturday. It's going to be warm out there. Enjoy the sunshine. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.